Okay, Georgia really blows out North Texas in the end, 45-21. But the special teams was pretty bad today, and 2 touchdowns for the opposition on special teams. That usually gets you beat. They did not get Georgia beat today, but with a team that's been as good as LSU has been on special teams, that's certainly a cause for concern. Mark Richt saying today that there's nothing wrong with having a sense of urgency about things. And I think for sure there's a sense of urgency about the special teams. I think it looks like Nathan Theus may lose his snapping job to Ty Fricks, at least on punt. We'll see how that goes. But special teams can't be an adventure. And, I think that's been a pretty good part of what Georgia's done this year so far. But that needs to get a lot better. Pretty good day for the defense. Basically allowing 1 touchdown and less than 10 yards rushing. That's pretty bad for North Texas. And then whenever the other team has less than 250 yards for the day, that's a good day. North Texas had maybe 140 yards going into the fourth quarter. So that was pretty dominant by Georgia. And then, I'll talk about the guy that everybody seems to think is just either not that great or whatever. I don't know. But Aaron Murray, 100th touchdown, 98-yard throw, 408 yards. Georgia racks up 640 yards of offense and more than 45 points again. It's just, it's a broken record with this offense. At some point they're going to struggle, and it might be against LSU. But honestly, today was a really good day with the exception of those special teams, and that's something that has got to be cleaned up. There's 6 aspects of special team: kickoff return, punt return, field goal and field goal block. Those are all things, and you had 2 of those 6 really just did not play well. Anytime you give up that many yards on a kickoff return and it's a touchdown, that's bad. But, Todd Gurley didn't get going necessarily, although he had 90 yards. Keith Marshall really definitely could not get going. He only had 16 in the end. But today was about cleaning up special teams. Just wasn't very good. Colin Barber did pretty well. 250 yards punting, about a 50-yard average, and had 3 of his 5 punts land inside the 20. That's a good day. But everybody else on special teams should be concerned about their job. They're probably not going to keep it, if I had to guess. But just looking, these statistics are lies for the most part because the game was not competitive until North Texas scored goofy special teams plays, and it's just something they're going to have to clean up. I don't. It wasn't good, and it wasn't good at all. That was a real problem. But other than that, Georgia just lit them up and continues to score. And this was a day I thought the defense got a lot better. But with LSU coming to town, that was quite disheartening, to say the least, on the special teams play. But Georgia, and another thing, too, is I'll just say this. Nationally, Georgia people are going to kind of gripe about this, but they gripe about everything, frankly. But nationally, people are going to look at the score and go, well, they just crushed them. And they did, just not on the scoreboard. So that's something that you got to work on a little bit, because there was a time when that game was, the game was tied with, coming right out of the half. And that's no good. That doesn't work for anybody. But nationally, everybody will look at it and say, this will look slightly less impressive than Ohio State's 80-0 win or whatever it was today over Florida A&M. Nobody's going to care. Next week is what will matter, and Georgia needs to straighten up the special teams, or they'll lose that game. But that's not the Eastern game, and if you want to get to Atlanta, the LSU game, win or lose, does not prevent or get you there. So, but still want to win. Georgia wins 45-21.